Okay, so what skins do you have? Your best skins, your best skin.
Uh, I have Emerald, ZK, Amethyst, Scepter, Porcelain, Gilded, Nacho. I got a Killtrack Arcdex. I got Eagle Eye. I have Legion. I have 250 Saviors. I have a bunch of good skins that I've traded up for.
What is the most amount of money you pay for your skin? For a skin, it
Uh,
matters.
the the most I would go for a skin is probably 70 USD, which is what I got my Emerald for. I got it for under market value from a guy who had quit Crim, so he was looking to lowball some of his skins, and I was completely happy about that.
So you paid him the $70.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So what would you think it would go for though?
ZK Emerald goes for about 90 USD, so I got like 20 off.
But if you controlled the criminal economy, what would you set the value at for the green
Um,
machete?
for ZK Emerald, I'd have to think about that. Emerald is a really pretty skin, and Black Pearl. I'd say Black Pearl and Emerald should be interchangeable in their values, because they don't look the same, but they have about the same like prettiness factor. So I would set it at about 90 USD
Huh. What is your opinion on
in comparison to other skins.
what is your opinion on the limiteds, like the limited prices, like the 1200, the
Limiteds?
900,
Um,
those price points?
So for the lower end limiteds, I don't hate their prices. I think they're a lot. But for the higher end limiteds, I think it's ridiculous how expensive they are for the little busts they provide. Heritage being the most egregious example of this, because Heritage only provides ADS speed and damage range. It's ridiculous.
That's a good point.
And the same with Old Glory. And Inferno, of course, Inferno's buff is mid at best.
Exactly.
Ripper wasn't. Ripper's actually
the rage
kind
does,
of
yeah.
understandable.
But no, I'm
Because
just talking about.
Ripper's actually
I'm talking about like.
the prices.
Yeah. But no, what I'm trying to say is, the game barely passes 2K average players a day, and the skins are going for thousands of dollars compared to CS:GO has hundreds of thousands, and you can get a factory new
Yeah.
pair of gloves and knife for less than what a Ripper would go. You think the economy's a
I
little
know.
rigged?
Yeah, somewhat. It's been mostly set by admins as like a baseline, which I think that contributed to a lot of the economy rigging, because the admins set up that value list. They cranked up the values of limited so much, like.
Agreed.
And here's the thing: the only reason they knew they could get away with that is because they were the devs, and that anyone who could complain, they could probably mute them.
Exactly. And
So I
like,
think it's a little bit biased.
the Deagle, the gold Deagle, you could get it at any time, and the price is still hundreds of dollars. I'm pretty sure it's like $400 to $600, depending on who's about.
The price, I know the price has dropped ever since it re-released, but still, I think it has a crazy price for a buff that's kind of negligible. Okay, actually, no, I lie about that. The Golden Deagle's buff is pretty substantial, but I think it's overpriced. I think all the limited should be way under 500, in my opinion.
Agreed. I think the most expensive limited should go for around $700. And
Yeah,
that's a
at
hot take.
most,
That's a
for
hot
sure.
take. But the game doesn't get a lot of player base, and it's a small community. The skins are too amped for what like they actually are.
I know it, and it's all because of the devs. They set that price so high, and people just was like, "Oh, I guess this is fact then."
Exactly.
And I understand it's because of the rarity and the buffs, blah 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 blah. But I don't think it should be that high. Yo, who is this guy?
Let me
Okay,
shut
that's
the door
cool.
real quick. That's a little interruption in the podcast.
Interruption. Guest cameo.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little special guest. So, what is
It's
your
like a
opinion
cutaway.
on the RVVZ transfer situation? He's not the owner anymore.
Transfer? Oh yeah.
Apollo is.
Um,
Whoever that guy is.
I personally, I don't really have that much of an opinion on it. As long as we still get quality updates to the game, I'm completely fine with it. I know RVVZ has had some big dramas in the past, but
He's a good dev.
well, I know everybody's put those behind us.
Yeah, exactly. And what they did to him, like the doxing thing, that is messed up.
I know.
That is
like,
messed
seriously, he just made a game, and I get that he has centered crates about making money, and Well, I feel like any game dev would do that if they needed profit. I don't think RVVZ needs that much profit, but it's understandable what he's done. People call him out for being greedy, but they would
It's
do
his
the
game.
exact same thing if
It's
they
his
owned the
game.
game.
People would do the exact same thing. I like RVVZ.
Yeah.
He's innovative. It's just the lack of updates.
I know he was. Yeah,
is
the lack.
outstanding.
He was a pioneer in the Streets game genre, and in like he was a pioneer in the survival genre with the Rake Remastered.
Exactly. The Rake. Oh, such a beautiful game.
Dude, I can't wait till the new Rake game comes out.
I know. So, is there any like last hot takes that you have to say for this first and only podcast of Criminality?
I think limited prices should seriously be lowered. Please nerf Rage Dose.
Exactly. Rage Dose. Amp the price. Keep the stuff the same. Just
Keep
lower
the
price.
stamina, up the price to like
yeah,
500.
Up the price. Exactly. The buffs should stay the same, but the price should go up. Other than that,
And up the level requirement
yeah.
too.
Other than that, I think we're done here, gentlemen.
Thank you.
It was the first Criminality podcast, and you're the first guest of honor. All right, let's get a clap of hands real
Hooray.
quick. Easy podcast in the books. All right, sir. Thank you for your time. Until next time,
Thank you.
Crim.